demon of burning schools, libraries, and universities, buildings, in the name of voicing grievances, cannot be tolerated. It is an attack against the future of our children and must be condemned by all peace-loving South Africans. There are these elements, some of them here in the House, who are hell-bent to cause anarchy and lawlessness. Indeed, the country and her people needs to deepen its value to the youth and harness its potential. The youth in our country, like young people everywhere, are searching for genuine ideals which they can live by and for revolutionary ways to win them. Honorable Chairperson, on the 29th April 2016 in Limpopo High Court, dismissed an application by the traditional leaders of the affected communities to set aside the Municipal Demarcation Board decision on the establishment of the new municipality in the Vembe district. On the 1st of May 2016, the pro-Mercado task team and traditional leaders addressed their communities of Vuwani sport grounds and resolved to disband the task team. What followed thereafter was a violent unrest that exploded in the areas of Mashau, Masikona, Doli, Masia, Pungeni, Fairpom areas. And as a result of these actions, 20 schools were damaged, 11 totally burnt, 15 partially burnt and damaged. There was a blocking of major routes with trees, trunks, rocks, stones, and pipes. This also included isolated incidents wherein a truck dropped a sand in the middle of the road to block access. SAPS trailer was burnt. The water supply situation in the Nandoni was also affected, including the others. During the President's budget vote here, His Excellency President Zuma announced a team that had to be dispatched to support the Limpopo provincial government in dealing with the situation. In our own assessment, the violence and destruction of property seen in Vuwani and surrounding areas is driven by few individuals in the leadership position whose economic and political interests are threatened by the process of demarcation. There are also individuals who want to use the demon of tribalism and ethnicity to fuel conflict amongst the community, which has been hitherto living together side by side for centuries. It has been observed by that the use of ethnicity, racism, and religion is one of the most dangerous things to kill society and start an endless war. Therefore, we should refuse to be part of those who want to wake up the demon of tribalism, which we buried in 1912 when we formed the organization of our people, the ANC. Verwoerd and other architects of apartheid racist South Africans, we can't allow their ghosts to be awakened because they belong to the dungeon of darkness, not in our beautiful land. We must thank His Majesty the King of Bavenda Nation, Tony Mpepu, for his unwavering support and the commitment to restore order. Together with the leadership of Limpopo, we have worked and we have spoken in one voice. We have walked around the street, have brought the situation under normalcy. The response by the security forces must be commended. After the difficult condition and the vast terrain that they experience, there are those in the opposition, as is their responsibility, to come and oppose. They don't even care. They have not been in the ground. They don't understand how those people live and what they do. Therefore, we want to thank our security forces, the people that have been in a position to bring to book. Already 23 suspects have been arrested, 35 cases of arson have been opened, 34 cases of malicious damage to property have been done. We are encouraged by the process that was started to try to open the schools yesterday. This is going to be a gradual process given the element of intimidation and fear in certain communities. Our deployment in terms of security personnel will remain in place for long as it is necessary. We'll do everything in our power to ensure that learners, teachers, and members of school governing structures are protected, are in a position to play their respective role in promoting the culture of learning and teaching in our schools. As South Africans, we should refuse to be part of this barbaric thinking of some of the elements within our body politics and society by undermining other people's rights. Those of us who claim to believe in democracy and in our constitution, you better have an opportunity to look at the rights enshrined on Section 16 of the Constitution, where people have the freedom of expression. However, this freedom cannot be used to propagate for war, incite for imminent violence, advocates of hatred based on race, ethnicity, gender, or religion. Our Constitution further gives us the right that everyone has the right peacefully and unarmed to assemble, to demonstrate, to picket and present petitions. Many South Africans continue to enjoy these rights, but there are those within our various sectors like education, public transport, labor, civil society, and political organization that continue to undermine these rights by engaging in wanton destruction of property, incitement of violence, intimidation, and the loss of life. Those contravening these rights and freedoms cannot be allowed to act with impunity. It is the duty of the law enforcement agencies to take the appropriate steps. No one is above the law, irrespective of the position you hold in society. We shall act without any fear or favor. In pursuit of a non-racial, non-sexist, democratic, and prosperous nation, we must shun those amongst the community who undermine our efforts through their narrow self-interest. Leaders who incite violence, they don't deserve to be leaders. As government, we will continue to engage the identified stakeholders in an effort to find lasting solutions to the joining concerns of our communities. We want to applaud the swift intervention by His Excellency President Jacob Zuma, who encouraged all parties not to close their doors to negotiations. Hence, the strides we've made to stabilize the area, though it remains tense. The ANC leadership should be commended for quickly coming into the space to fulfill its historic role of being the leader of society. We applaud the efforts of parents and communities who have led from the front by protecting public property, infrastructure, hence our saying, nawe uliphoyisa. Kunento bantu baseningizimu Afrika okufuneka sisho. Kunabantu abanochuku lwezithwe. Ukukhuluma kwabo ngaso sonke isikhathi. Bafuna ukusebenzisa imfundo yabantwana bethu. Bashise ama-university, bashise izikolo, bashise ama-library. Abantu baseningizimu Afrika masibafakele izibuko labo bantu, sibabukisise ukuthi banjani. Yingakho ngesintu sithi kunabaholi abakhona kuyo lendlu ehloniphekileyo obekungafanele nibanikeze ithuba lokuthi bakwazi ukuthi banihole. Labo bantu labo abahlukene nabantu okufuneka balekelelwe ukuze bakwazi ukulungisa isimo sendlela abacabanga ngayo. We are charged with this enormous responsibility of ensuring South Africa is able to achieve its developmental objectives in a safe and secure environment. In our hands, we hold the dreams, hopes, and aspirations of the future generation of this country. We do not fail them. Only the ANC has the capacity, has the policy, and has the leadership to move South Africa forward. The opposition, even in the debate, they have nothing to offer except to laugh at the plight of our people. They have no understanding how they live and do these issues. God bless Africa.
Order, Honorable Member, your time is up.
I thank you.
Honorable Dudley.